Doug Berry here. Welcome to the Sierra Nevada region of California and Nevada. Today we're going to go on an adventure with my best friend Richard and Tina, who are both gold prospectors. It should be interesting and fun. Little antelope there. What do you think?
I think we went too far.
Went too far? Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. Power station, and that stop sign I ran.
Well, I'm over here at Richard's house, and Tina's not gonna be able to make it today because she's not feeling up to it. So we're just gonna go together, me and Richard. But look at this wall here with all these interesting antlers from when he goes hunting and things that they've found. Kind of cool. So yeah, Richard and I are heading out and we're looking for something out here. Now he's a gold prospector, so he knows his minerals and everything, and so we're always on the lookout.
I've been gold prospecting and metal detecting since Vietnam. I was metal detecting in
You're a Vietnam veteran, and
Yeah.
he's told me some of his stories, and oh my goodness, you know, hallelujah, he's still alive because he's been through hell and back. But he is a good leader in our community in Hawthorne, and he helps all the other veterans with issues, administrative issues with the VA. So he's still a leader in our community, but he's an outdoorsman. Go ahead, Richard.
Okay, so I've been hunting and fishing. I started hunting and fishing. I was in diapers when I was in fishing, so that's a long time ago. So, but I got my first big game when I was 13, and I've been hunting ever since wherever I can go. And I think hunting and gold prospecting just go hand in hand, because you're always looking for tracks, and you can always look down and find gold or other minerals for that matter. I found gold, I found different kinds of stones and turquoise and stuff.
So what rivers, I know you've done a lot in Nevada and Oregon too, but what are all the rivers that you've dredged in California for gold?
I'll start up north in the Klamath, and then I've been on the Feather, American, the McCollum, Tuolumne, Merced. So I've been all the way up and down the mountains. My wife and I spent summers dredging up in the Sierras.
We both have a history with gold, and my family on my mother's side, they used to own the gun shop that's in Coloma, California on the American River, and that's on Highway 49. And anyway, you can see that. You can visit our old gun shop there. And anyway, but we both have a history of that. My family has a history of in the San Joaquin Valley and in El Dorado County, and also in San Francisco on the coast. So we're both our lives and family histories have been impacted by gold.
I know it wasn't here.
Well, it's the end of the line right now because this wash is getting too steep, and Richard doesn't think we can turn around up here without getting stuck, so we're gonna start to hoof it from here.
Yeah.
Richard said one thing about prospecting: it's not a fast job, it's always stop and look all the time. So we're kind of taking our time here. interesting little box canyon down in here. Check it out. It's out of the wind. Huh. Surprised there's no water in here right now. There we go. It's a lot bigger than it looks like on the surface.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a ledge.
That's exactly. It's a rock ledge. Whether it's a good rock ledge or not is another story. But
well, we found some interesting rocks and minerals up here on the hill. Have to come back up here another time. It's got a lot of experience with all these minerals and gold prospecting, so it's really interesting to be with somebody who's so experienced and knows what he's looking at. Well, Richard ought to know better, but it's not a good idea to pee in the wind. Well, we had a good time, didn't we? We saw some interesting things.
yes, we did.
It's actually starting to get warm here a little bit.
Yeah.
And so Richard and I were keeping our eyes out for our friends, the rattlesnakes. Luckily, the ones around here, usually they let you know that they're there, which is kind of nice.
Yes, it is.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join me with my friend Richard, the gold prospector. And I'll tell you, he's been getting me up to speed for what's going to occur this spring. And that is that there's going to be a big runoff from all the historically high amounts of snow we've had in the Sierra Nevada area of California and Nevada. And it's been washing the streams in the Mother Lode country, and even over here in Nevada, there's a lot of the sediment and rocks and sand have been stirred up. So there's going to be gold to be found, and precious minerals and gemstones to be found, and we'll see how that turns out. But anyway, he's been getting me up to speed, and he's got me all these different books to kind of get me going. And he knew from, I think, last year before this all happened with the weather as it's been, he knows I go to all these remote places, and that I need to get educated on minerals because I can find some things. Anyway, here's some of the books he gave me. Was Buried Treasures, Nevada Treasure Hunters, the Nevada Rock Finder, Advanced Prospecting and Detecting for Hard Rock Gold, Handbook for Prospectors and Operators of Small Mines, the Audubon Society Field Guide to North American Rocks and Minerals. So I'm getting up to speed on that, and we'll see how that turns out. Look at this fossil here, sand dollars. Must have been on the ocean at one point. If you need to get a hold of me in Hawthorne, just drop me a line at my P.O. Box. It's Doug Berry, P.O. Box 647, Hawthorne, Nevada, 89415. Doug Berry, P.O. Box 647, Hawthorne, Nevada, 89415. I don't give out my phone number only because of the scammers, but if I'm home, you're welcome to come visit with me if I'm not busy. I live at 440 G Street, which is a block away from the 76 station here in Hawthorne. All the gates are locked, and I don't have a doorbell hooked up right now. So basically, all my friends and neighbors that want to get a hold of me, they got to go out front and yell, "Hey, Doug, are you home?" So that's what you have to do if I'm home. And if I am, I'll let you in. We can visit and maybe get some coffee or something here in Hawthorne. So yeah, I missed Tiny Lucky. Tiny Lucky was in here town getting some coffee. I missed you, Tiny Lucky. Sorry about that. But just give me a heads up. P.O. Box 647, Doug Berry. I've got some good ideas for other videos coming up. And thank you, Mr. Peterson in Sacramento, for the ideas for the Sacramento area. And also another viewer, Jennifer, in the Bishop, California area is supposed to have some good ideas for some videos down that way. So with the roads being open, I'm just itching. I'm chomping at the bit to get out and about. I had some projects at home, putting up some fences and so forth, just around the place, but I should start to have a little bit more time to get out. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for for your support. Much appreciated. What I got here, everybody, is I've got some of these things we picked up on our hike to our undisclosed location. I'm going to share that with Richard here. And Richard was telling me that when you find some rocks that are heavy, and especially if they have a little bit of yellow coloring in them, they might, for instance, have silver. And what you do is you take your rock that's a sample, you grind it up, you put it in this little bag here, and you put all the information for the SAE office, and they test it for you. And they'll say, sure enough, you're lucky, you just hit a gold strike or whatever. or not, right? But that's what you do. So anyway, I'm gonna give these to Richard, and he can kind of take a look here and browse.
Okay, down and dirty, simple things that you carry with you. Chisel, hammer, gloves, pick, and you're done. Carry a bag, and you're off and running.
Here we are, apartment 207, and here is Richard and Tina's rock shop here where all the magic happens. And they do a lot of cutting of rocks and making nice jewelry for Renee over at Sweetwater in Bridgeport, California, that she sells for them. And here's some of the beautiful turquoise stones they've been currently working on. Look at the detail in some of these like that. And they have to take the silver and mount those. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for Tina to polish these too. And anyway, so he's going to give us a short tour of the rock shop.
Okay, I have a bigger saw outside, but it's oil, so I keep it outside. Then I come in here, these are smaller 6-inch trim saws, more grinding wheels. These are all polishing wheels. And then as you wander around, more polishing stuff, more polishing stuff. This is where I put my stones on what we call them sticks, but
oh, where they're mounted like that,
yeah,
so you can hold on to them?
And these are all the different ones I've already put on sticks and have been working on. And then we come over here to my final. This is where I do all of my grinding. This is a heavy, lighter. So I can take a rock from a rock all the way through to a stone that can look really pretty. And that's the name of the game here. I am a free-form rock maker, stone maker.
Free-form stone maker.
Free-form. So what I do, I just let the rock tell me what it wants to be. I was hoping that it was going to have more little inclusions in it, give it a little bit more character. That can make some really pretty stone.
There's that pink rock that caught my eye that we were cutting up and taking a chunk off of to see what we have here. What do you think of this rock, Richard?
Well, it could turn out to be some pretty nice stones in there.
So Richard said after he cut into that rock and took a slice that unfortunately it's got a fracture in it, so he's going to see what we can do with it. So Tina just showed me some of the finished product. Look how beautiful these necklaces are. And like I said, these are I think these are going up to Sweetwater's up in Bridgeport, California for Renee. So they'll be up there this summer, I believe. And then here's some of their other stones they've done. All of these have to be hand polished. Now Tina is exceptionally excellent at doing that. It's a skill that some people just can't do. Some people can. She can do that. And look at how these mounts are so creatively done. Amazing. All of these stones, it takes hours and hours and hours of work. And you can see there's some really interesting ones here. This is one here that I really like right there, is that one.
This is stone that Doug found the other day, and I cut it off and made a slab out of it. And it looked like it was going to be really pretty on this, you know, with this pink going through there and the black. But when you go on the other side, it goes away. So on the bigger rock, it's mostly black. So you can hear it again. I had a ring that it was almost done. All I had to do was a cache of brass from an old, I think it was from an old 38.